Good afternoon, everyone. This is Eric Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, August 24th, 2019. Think about, we're going to have one announcement. We're going to have a Time for Change health call tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on this line. That's a Time for Change health call, 9 p.m. tomorrow night on this line. Think about habit. All of us pick up different habits. Some of us aren't aware of it too much. We just kind of fold into it. Addiction. And, not everything that is faced can be changed, and yet nothing can be changed until it is faced, okay? A lot of times we just ignore things. We are meant to be changing all the time. Our life existence is about change. Constantly changing. Why not? Our bodies are constantly changing in the quantum field of minuteness every single split second. And these are simply opportunities in disguise, these changes. This is the cosmic setup which causes everyone, all of us, to evolve and grow. See, this is what happens with people sit in one, addicted to the surroundings, addicted to the habits, addicted to the process that they go through every day, every morning, every afternoon, every night. And the real battles you are here to fight are not outside your body. With another person, organization, or country. This is this old school, and how the Neanderthal mind thinks. The evolved being is a deeply responsible and sensitive creature who knows the real war is fought and won within themselves. And wherever their own personal inner conflict resides. Once you find this true, sustainable inner peace that remains irregardless of the situation or circumstances you're given, then you have found something that will allow you to truly master this world. Okay? Once you find this true, sustainable inner peace that remains irregardless of the situation or circumstances you are given, then you have found something that will allow you to truly master this world. We are all addicted to something. Every single being on this planet is facing some form of addiction on some level. You may be addicted to a lifestyle, money, another human, feeling like guilt or needliness, or neediness, a memory from your past, a victim story, a repetitive thinking pattern. You ever done that? Where you incessantly think the same thing over and over again. It keeps coming in. It keeps coming in. coming in. The high from caffeine, alcohol, sex, cigarettes, food, or perhaps depressing thoughts about your life. There's people that sit around and completely in depression about how they think their life is a mess, or it's just miserable and it's not worth living. Whatever you do, do not judge or criticize yourself for whatever you're addicted to. There's a zillion things that the mind can easily get hooked by. And the real question is, Real question. Are you willing to transcend it? Leave it behind. Drop it off. What makes you an addict versus a user or abuser depends on your level of avoidance to pain and your attachment to pleasure. Now, an addict won't take a few focused minutes to dive into and through the hard, stuck feelings they have inside. They'll find a happy distraction that lets them avoid their feelings. The TV, alcohol, pot, or tobacco creates an entertaining escape which provides a temporary sense of relief. The addiction is then slowly formed from the habitual escape route of doing what does not allow you not to face those entertaining, unhappy feelings, which you want to ignore, fix, or bury deep inside of you. Now, the addict has found a comfortable velvet rut in the world of avoidance and has accepted the idea that their habit is simply who they are. The addict stops reinventing themselves and lives in a dead, fixed ego paradigm that is not open to a field of infinite possibilities. Okay? And you notice this with addicts. Addicts stop reinventing themselves. They just stop. And they live in a dead, fixed ego paradigm that is not open to a field of infinite possibilities. Once you find out what it is you're addicted to, ask yourself one or all of these questions every single morning. It will help you regain your awareness of the conscious, sensitive being you truly are. Ask yourself, who am I without this addiction in my life? Who would I be if I were truly free from this addiction this weekend? What would I like to creatively do with this extra time, energy, or money that was once spent on this addiction? When I am free from this addiction, what does my face look like in the mirror? How will my heart feel once it is liberated from this addiction? It may take weeks or months to find your answers, but keep asking these questions over and over until that mind of yours becomes crystal clear on what your personal answers are. And freedom from addiction starts with being a warrior for the truth of who you are. You are not your addiction, no matter how bad it seems. And the running water of a stream is not the old riverbanks which keep it flowing in the same direction. Who you really are is a constant flow of energy and consciousness. It just so happens that your thoughts and feelings keep moving in this one particular repetitive pattern. If you really want to liberate yourself, start with finding out what your deepest emotional need is that you are not getting met. What feeling is your heart really longing to experience in life, yet is being masked over by this addiction? Make a list of what feelings, thoughts, and sensations you most want to experience. Notice what it's going to take so that they are actually the priority over your addictive habit. If you have something, if you have to have something or someone in this world in order to be happy, then that addictive thing, okay, experience or human can only cause you to feel powerless in its presence. If you have to have something or someone in this world in order to be happy, then that addiction thing, that addictive thing, experience or human, can only cause you to feel powerless in its presence. If you cannot easily say no and be at peace inside without it, then it is destroying your ability to manifest your dream life. The actual powerless experience is what you've become addicted to and is the real culprit. Now, the physical substance is just a cover-up hiding those not-so-happy feelings you are trying to avoid. The physical substance is just a cover-up hiding those not-so-happy feelings you are trying to avoid. The real saboteur, however, is the unconscious rut you're willing to live in every single day. And if you try to push away an addiction without understanding the root of it, you'll only replace it with another, better addiction or return to the old habit a few months or years later when a stressful life situation arises. The reason for this is that the unconscious mind is still associating pleasure with the addictive substance. It is only when you bring consciousness into your actual habit that you discover that you've already transcended it. You find this old repetitive pattern is just lowering your energy and actually not giving you the joy your heart is longing for. Only through consciously meeting with your habit can the mind wake up, truly stop, returning to the substance for its pleasure fix. And by bringing a conscious state of pure curiosity into your habitual experiences in life, your consciousness will naturally unravel these patterns and slowly free you from the addicted identity you've molded around yourself. And when you bring consciousness into any experience in life, you transcend the experience no matter what it is. You stop identifying yourself with the experience and the experience or experiencer having the experience. Something transcendental happens to you, and grace opens the door. Many doors for you to enter the divine. You find that you are the awareness that is beyond all experience. Now, by consciously experiencing the substance that makes you high and crave for more, you have to surrender every bodily sensation to the experience deeply and completely. Once your body has fully digested the experience, it will naturally let it go on its own accord. Just for an example, if you're addicted to smoking cigarettes, each time you light up, do this smoking meditation. Bring all your senses to your experience of the cigarette. Consciously inhale the smoke deeply into your lungs and let the smoke fill your entire being from head to toe. It's best to smoke alone so that you will not be disturbed by anyone or anything. Hold the intention to fully explore your addictive substance as if you were going on a date with your most intimate best friend. Get to know the smoking energy intimately, and whatever you do, don't let the mind focus on anything else but the experience of smoking. Each puff of smoke is a very rich experience, and you will want to remain present with it. Just notice how your throat and lungs feel each time you take a puff. Feel all the sensations it brings to your body, and don't let your mind take any assumptions, expectations, or get distracted by anything but your smoking experience. This is the golden key to transcending your experience, and it can work with any addiction. Once the mind has brought full waking consciousness into your experience, it is fulfilled. It doesn't need to repeat it in the future. It then becomes effortless and easy to give up your addiction. Your system is brilliant, and it simply knows on a deeper level what the greatest joy life has to offer. And once you are truly fulfilled with an experience, you may try to return to do it again many times, yet you won't be able to. You'll be satisfied and satiated. When you consciously allow yourself to experience any toxic substance fully, totally, or are completely surrendered to it, it can no longer have a grasp on you. So use common sense with this exercise so you don't overdose on any substance. Physical death would defeat the joy of transcending your addiction. It is the suffering ego trip that wants to die, not you. So this is getting curious about what you can do to bring more love, joy, and consciousness into your life. And remember, we are all masters of our minds. We are all always the conscious chooser behind each choice we make. There is nothing forcing us to continue having our addictions except our own unwillingness to see it for what it really is. If we really want to let go bad enough, we will find a way to get over it. We already know that it's not good for any of us, yet when we let this deeper, unfulfilled need to be met from way down inside, our cravings will completely lose its drive. We will know exactly where we can find pure joy and happiness again. So, it is imperative to be honest with yourself about your feelings. Be real with your pain. Find out what truly soothes you. This is the fastest way to finding true freedom and actual transcendency in any addictive habit. So you literally will find out by following what I am suggesting, whatever it may be. Doesn't even need to be a substance. It could be anything. Okay? Repetitiveness. Running around in a circle constantly, doing the same things over and over again, making no change, no redirection, nothing. So, in this meditation today, addiction. Releasing addiction. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to relax. And the first step to relaxing, the major step, is moving into the now. By being in the now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, most of us drag the past in to create the future. We're either in the past or we're in the future. Very rarely do we literally exist in the now. We avoid the now. So, as you're in the now, the body responds by relaxing. The shoulders drop. A lot of times, our shoulders are tense and we don't even know it throughout the day, 24/7, most of the time. So we can become conscious of the fact that they're cringed and up. And if we let them drop, and we just let ourselves go into relaxation, and we're in the now, the body will respond in kind. The stress and tension will be alleviated, and you will be in peace. And moving into the now moves you more into stillness. Stillness of the mind. Now, while you're doing this and I'm talking, you're going to want to breathe. And you're going to want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And while I'm talking, you're going to do this at least 6 times. As you inhale, breathe in through the nose. You want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And then exhale through the mouth. Breath out through the mouth. And for those of you who are new, the reason we focus on this breathing, why do we hold our breath? We hold our breath because the breath is the now. It always has been the now. It can only be the now. It is nothing else. Cannot be tomorrow, cannot be yesterday. It is the now. And if you focus only on your breathing, you will stay in the now. All. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. So what's divine positive energy? It comes from Source. It comes from the feminine and masculine, Mother, Father, God. It comes from Prime Source, Creator, God. It's our family. It comes from the collective consciousness of the universe. It comes from the essence of existence. And it literally communicates with the gods within us. And if we are conscious enough and connected enough with our gods, we will receive the message. It's not so much a verbalness. It is a feeling. It is a knowing. So when this message is transmitted, it talks to you about be who you are. We're all about change. We're constantly changing. And we fight the change because we become more and more comfortable in the habit, in the addiction. The addiction could be staying in one place forever. The addiction could be just literally repeating the same process, the same regimen, the same avenue every single day without fail. To the point where we become so addicted and so comforted by it that we don't dare step outside of it, that we don't dare do something different. See? And we're all about change. It is constant. So we're constantly, the word constant, moving in the direction of newness, of adventures, of different avenues, is as we experience them. Now, to a lot of us, those things could be horrible and ridiculous or, holy moly. It is how we perceive them. It is how we embrace them. That's all that it is. How your mind and ego react is determines on how that adventure is going to be. Is it going to be horrible, tumultuous, destructive, highly addictive? Or is it going to be wonderful, expressing, letting go, expelling, learning? See? These are messages. You're empowered as the masters, the commanders of your mind. You can direct this. You can change you however you see fit in what your day, minute by minute, second to second, minute to minute, hour to hour, moves. Period. Life is for living. That's why we entered these bodies. Above all else, life is for experiencing and living and doing it in joy. Now, when we breathe out our sedentaryism. We breathe out our addiction of our repetitiveness in the life that we are in. We breathe out the mind and the ego saying, no, this is comfortable, this is good, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. So therefore you feel very uncomfortable to try to shift gears, move differently, be differently in your surroundings. It's almost like we would have to call a life plumber to clean and remove the debris from our pipes of change so that we could flow with the change. Remember the boat in the water, moving downstream, no oars. You have no concern whatsoever as it's changing every second, and you have no idea where you're going. But you have the faith and the love for yourself that it is blissful and it is a wonderful adventure, whatever it may be. We fold into our heart-mind, and we literally are up in the head area, floating way above the heart, and in complete stillness. When we fold into the heart-mind, we operate from the heart-mind. The heart-mind masters the mind and the ego. And we are there. And we are happy. We are still. We are at peace. We are in joy. We are change. We are change. Now, as we're in the heart-mind, we immediately merge with our gods. Our gods are everything. They're source creation. They're perfection. They're immortality. They're divinity. We merge with our gods. Embrace deep eternal love. The kingdom of God is on earth. Okay? It's on earth. It's within each and every one of us. It's not somewhere else. It doesn't have to be brought here. It is here. That's why we honor all life in the universe as the highest value in the universe. We are the kingdom of God on earth, therefore heaven on earth, therefore paradise as earth. It is up to us to create this. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to us to create this. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light, which literally sits at the equator of this planet Earth. As we are enrobed in a perfect sphere of protection that only allows deep eternal love to enter it from the inside out or the outside in, completely protected. The emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael, the white fire, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father, God, Source, deep eternal love, our family. All of it. And the earth is completely encased in a love, a deep eternal love sphere energy. It sparkles and glitters. It fills the atmosphere. It fills the surrounding areas of sacred space around the planet. It saturates all life from inside out. It awakens the God within the bodies of those asleep. It uplifts all of the civilization of this planet, and in it and on it. As we float up above the planet, effortlessly, we are immediately compelled to call on our brothers and sisters, the other parts of Source, the other parts of us, all the light energy beings who are in all universes, all densities, all dimensions, all existences, everywhere, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love, who are in the deepest, deepest, deepest of joy, peace, prosperity, generosity, humbleness, benevolence, tranquility. And they come in the glugaplexes. They fill this entire universe. If you could look at the scope of that, just look at the one galaxy that we're in, the immensity of it. Multiply that to the centillions. These light energy beings fill the sacredness of space, this entire universe and beyond. And they come arm in arm, hand in hand, interlinking. They join us. And they are in the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are in the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all one, we are all love, and our God-light energy expands. We call upon all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. All of the angels, all of the civilization, who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They have assisted this civilization on this planet for eons in kindness and peace, generosity, protection, understanding. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in the deepest of generosity, happiness, joy, bliss, tranquility, benevolence, humbleness. And they come in the trillions to gladly join us in this meditation. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they flock in the trillions. Some of us can have up to 10,000 or more around us at any one time. They don't take up space. They are of the highest, of the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And they're arm in arm, hand in hand. We are together. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy expands. We call upon the Ascended Masters. All of these beings have ascended out of body, have escaped the matrix, have then come back, run the risk of being trapped again by assisting this civilization in goodness and kindness and peace and generosity and love. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, Abundantia, El Moria, all and many, many, many more, and they come in massive numbers, arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. And they are the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one, we are all love, and our God light energy expands, and it is expanding, and it is affecting. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth. All of these civilizations who are only of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love, who are in the deepest of peace, prosperity, happiness, joy, goodness, generosity, humbleness, tranquilness. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. They are of the highest, deepest of gratitudes. We are of the highest, the deepest of gratitudes. We are all in perpetual gratitude. The deeper we are in gratitude, the more joy we become. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy expands. We call upon the off-worlders, the galactics. All of these civilizations were of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. Who are in the deepest of peace, generosity, kindness, benevolence, compassion, humbleness, tranquility, benevolence. They have been assisting us in our evolution. They've been assisting us in our enlightenment, our ascension, and freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery on this planet. They are of the highest, of deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest and the deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy continues to expand throughout this universe, beyond this universe, into other universes. All sacredness of space is flooded and saturated with the highest, deepest, eternal love of Source. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. They are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in peace, kindness, joy, benevolence, generosity, humbleness, tranquility. There they come, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in the billions. View the number of the Source creation. Meditating on this planet at this time in the now. Fathom the vastness, the power assembled here and now of deep eternal love. Feel as it saturates your very existence, your beingness, your Source creation energy. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. They are of the greatest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest and greatest of the deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy continues to expand throughout all there is, all there ever has been, all there ever will be, ever. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet, in this now. They are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in peace, kindness, benevolence, joy, sharing, caring. They come. The fairies, the sprites, the gnomes, the elves, the dwarves, the trees, the elements, earth, air, water, fire. The mermaids, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many more. They come in the trillions They are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. Shapes, forms, and sizes and colors that we had never laid eyes upon. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. And they are of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy continues to expand exponentially. With all of us assembled here, the sheer power of the creation of Source assembled here to assist this planet in its liberation and its ascension, we could create trillions of universes in a blink of the eye. Understand the unfathomable power and energy assembled here in this meditation, as is every single day. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. We created this sphere. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. We are not far away from 600 meditations for ourselves, for this planet, for all life. Embrace it and understand the sheer creative power and the force that we are. This meditative sphere saturates and floods the entire sacredness of space, which is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever. It harmonizes, it moves frequencies in higher and higher harmonies. It creates more God light energy. It expands out into new universes. Feel it flood you. Feel the realization, the understanding, the comprehension of all that you are, ever will be, and ever have been, a pure power of creation, a divine perfection of source creation, the kingdom of God. Feel all of the addictions that you may have harbored and carried with you in this life completely be exhausted. Identify, understand, and let go. Let the mind absorb it completely, fully, without interruption, so it completely experiences the whole, far beyond what you could imagine, and it will go. Feel the release, feel the breath of deep eternal love, feel the light of the God that you are. If we look down on the planet, we see all of the gods, all of life. And we flood to saturate them with the awareness of who and what they are, that all their addictions, their opioids, their habits can be released, completely vaporized. They allow the mind to fully experience it, allow the body to fully experience completely, way beyond what they have ever done. And it will dismiss itself, as therefore it no longer needs to experience it. They are freed and released. It begins now. And it does not end ever. All the addictions will be eliminated. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Keep in this comprehension, this energy, this consciousness that you are. You have no limits. None of us do. The only limitations that we have are what the mind and the ego train us to have and put us into addiction. Once you understand this, you've been given an approach to eliminate once and for all. Remember the boat and the water going downstream with no oars. Having the confidence that you're infinite and everything is continually changing from second to second, with you through the rest of the day into the evening and night following morning. We will be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern, August 25th, 2019. And tomorrow night, for a time for change, health call at 9 p.m. Eastern.